Hello friends, if you're preparing for your upcoming CQI IRCA lead auditor examination, then this series of practice tests would really help you to clear your exam. I really wish that my hard work would contribute and help you out to qualify your exam at one go. Please subscribe, like, and share. All the best, friends. First question. The adoption of quality management system is which decision for an organization? Answer options are operational decision, management decision, strategic decision, or tactical decision. The correct answer is strategic decision. Actually, this is the strategic decision for any organization to adopt the quality management system. Second question. What is the main purpose of implementing the quality management system? Answer options are to improve performance, monitor the performance, controlling the performance, checking the performance. The correct answer is improving the performance. So in order to improve the overall performance, we implement the quality management system. Arrange the four phases of audit in a sequence. Friends, there are four phases of audit. You can have this mnemonic for your quick reference. PERC, P-E-R-N-C. The first phase of audit is audit planning phase. The second is audit execution. Third is audit reporting. And the fourth one is conducting audit follow-up. Arrange the below audit process related activities in a sequence. We need to understand the below audit process related activities in a sequence. Once we start audit, we are with auditee, which is our source of information. We use our checklist, ask questions, and collect the evidences by means of sampling. Whatever records we collect from them, that becomes our audit evidence. We evaluate that evidence against our audit criteria, which can be your shell requirements, say ISO 9001:2015 here. Once you evaluate against the shell requirements, you generate your findings, then you review your findings, and you conclude at last. You may have the fill in the blanks or drag and drop kind of questions for few statements, and here the statement for you is the international standard ISO 9001:2015 employs the dash, which incorporates the dash and dash. This international standard ISO 9001:2015 employs the process approach, which incorporates the PDCA cycle and risk-based thinking. Why should you have the process approach in your organization? So you should have the process approach in your organization so that you can plan your processes and their interactions accordingly. That would improve the efficiency and the productivity, and the customer satisfaction will be enhanced, and this will improve your decision making and the KPIs around the process. What are the benefits of PDCA cycle in your organization? PDCA helps in our organization so that processes are adequately resourced and managed. Opportunities for improvements are determined and acted upon. How risk-based thinking contributes in your organization. Risk-based thinking contributes in our organization in order to determine the factors that could cause its processes and its quality management system to deviate from the planned results, and to put in place the preventive controls to minimize the negative effects and to make maximum use of opportunities as and when they arise. Who established the contract with the auditee before audit? This is the team leader only who established the contract with the auditee before audit. Why team leader establishes the contract with the auditee before audit? Team leader establishes the contract with the auditee before audit in order to confirm the authority to conduct the audit and to resolve issues regarding the composition of the audit team with the auditee or maybe the audit client, and to confirm the communication channels with the auditee's representatives, and to determine the applicable statutory and regulatory requirements and other requirements which are relevant to the activities, processes, product and services of the auditees. And finally, to make the arrangements for the audit, including the schedule. How do we determine the feasibility of audit? The feasibility decision should take into consideration, once we get the sufficient and appropriate information for planning and conducting the audit, we determine that yes, audit is feasible. Once we get adequate cooperation from the auditee, we determine that yes, audit is feasible, and we get adequate time and resources for conducting the audit, we determine that yes, audit is feasible. Why do we review the DIs of auditees before audit? We review the DIs of auditees before audit in order to gather information to understand the auditee's operations and to prepare audit activities and applicable audit work documents. We review the DIs of auditees before audit to establish an overview of the extent of the DIs, to determine the possible conformity to the audit criteria and detect possible areas of concern such as deficiencies, omissions, or conflicts, etc. What an audit plan should address. An audit plan should address the audit objectives, audit methods, and audit criteria out of the below options given. What an audit plan should take into account. An audit plan should take into account the audit report related topic, identifications of auditee representatives, any follow-up actions from previous audits, matters related to confidentiality, and the working or the reporting language out of the options given below. Who assigned the work to the audit team? This is the team leader only who assigned the work to his audit team. Who appoints guide, and guide should assist whom? This is auditee only who appoints guide, and guide should assist the audit team members. What an audit report should include? Check the options below. An audit report should include the audit objectives, the audit criteria, and the audit scope out of the options given. Here you need to understand the language of the guideline standard also. And the question is that what an audit report can also include. Check the suitable answers given. An audit report can also include the audit plan, can also include the good practices identified during audit, can also include any unresolved diverging opinion of the auditees, can also include the dates and locations where audit conducted, and the statement of confidential nature content. Now, in context to the third party audit, let us understand a few responsibilities like who approved the CB, who recommended the certification, who maintained the certification, and who awarded the certification. Actually, this is the accreditation body which approves the certification body. And this is the team leader who only recommended the certification. An auditee is supposed to maintain the certification, and finally, the certification body only award the certification. Which aspect mentioned below of the quality management system must the organization continually improve? Check the suitable answers. In order to continually improve, the organization needs to improve the suitability, adequacy, and effectiveness of the system. Friends, I'm going to release the new series also, the next series of set of 20 questions. Your subscribe, like, and share action would help others to clear their exams as well. Thank you so much.